Good afternoon, students. Today discuss about testing of weld methods. Weld can be tested by destructive and non-destructive techniques. Most production is tested by use of non-destructive methods. The most of common non-destructive tests to check weld are visual inspection, liquid penetrant, magnetic particle, eddy current, ultrasonic, acoustic emission, and radiology. Weld testing. First, we discuss about weld testing. Non-destructive testing of welds, visual testing, penetrant test, ultrasonic test, visual testings, ultrasonic levels are taken there. Next, we focus non-destructive test.
Ensure that welds are free from unacceptable defects, such as cracks and inclusions. The main NDT techniques are magnetic particle testing, this usually, and a magnetic liquid at the surface of the weld, and ultrasonic testing, which involves sending sound waves through the weld and interpreting the resulting echo pattern on an oscilloscope.
Non-destructive test.
In this media, you will learn about visual inspection of welds, its advantages
Visual
and
inspection of
disadvantages.
welds.
Visual inspection is performed to know whether the weld penetration and contour are satisfactory. The weld surface and joints are examined with the help of a magnifying lens. Optical systems may include special probes, spectrometers, real-time imaging, and analysis using notebook computers. Visual inspection is carried out in 3 stages, namely, visual inspection before welding, visual inspection during welding, and visual inspection after welding. In visual inspection before welding, the following factors should be ensured. Weldable quality of the material.
Wet edges of the workpieces for welding. Proper cleaning of the base metal. Setting of proper root gap. Current setting according to the size of the electrode and position of welding. Need for any jigs and fixtures to ensure proper alignment. During welding, the following visual inspections are made. Studying the sequence of weld deposit. Examining whether each weld is done satisfactorily before making the next run in multi-run welding. Checking the shape of the lead, angle of electrode, control of spatters, amperage, speed of travel, and arc length. Checking the manipulation of electrode, blow pipe, and filler material. Observing keenly the molten pool for proper fusion. Visual inspection needs to be done after welding to identify if there are any of the following flaws. Improper shape or profile of the weld. Surface defects of the weld. Undercuts and overlaps. Excessive convexity of contour. Improper run. And penetration of the weld. Distortion of the workpieces. Unverticality. Main advantage of visual inspection is that it is the simplest, fastest, and economical method. Main disadvantage of visual inspection is that internal defects cannot be determined. Thus, you have learnt about visual inspection of welds, its advantages and disadvantages.
I got a question from the forum, and this comes from Big Swinging. Is there a good way to be able to test the strength of my welds at home without any special expensive new toys? Well, I can tell you there's been all kinds of ways of testing your welds, but let's just take a butt weld. You put two plates together, you weld it. First of all, you turn it over and look at the back. Visually acceptable. Did it penetrate? If it didn't penetrate, you hit it with a hammer, it's probably going to break. And that brings up the next test. If you do a fillet weld and you want to test it, yeah, you can hit it from the side with a hammer. If it breaks, it needs to break in the heat affected zone, never in the center of the weld. If the center of the weld breaks, then you have an issue with the setup of your torch or your procedure. Something's wrong. So you can ask your questions on weld.com, the forum.
Weld can be tested by destructive and non-destructive technique. Most production is tested by use of non-destructive methods. The most common non-destructive tests to check weld are visual inspection, liquid funnel test, magnetic particle, eddy current, ultrasonics, emission radiology. Thank you.